Lord, I look a mess this morning. Good morning, Cancers. How many Cancers do we have in the house? DP, you're a Leo, aren't you? You got some Cancer placements? Good morning, everybody. If you are new, I am Sunshine, and this is Sunshine Tarot. We are going to look at a taroscope, or just like a overall general reading for Cancers. Hey, Taylor, and see what's going on in their lives. But it's a general reading, so you may not hear your story, but you may hear the story of another Cancer, or you just may not be able to relate or all at all. And then some of you are really going to be able to relate because you're going to be like, girl, you've been a fly on the wall, child. How did you know? All right, Cancer. So let's get into your reading. See, these, all right. So we're going to pray first and ask the universe or God to bless you, to bless your emotions. All right, because sometimes Cancers can be a little emotional. And this Pisces told me yesterday that she just could not be with an emotional person because she says she's emotional for everybody. Okay. All right, Cancerians, let's get started. Welcome, those of you who are coming in. We're just starting. Maybe we should read some oracles until people come in, huh? What do you guys want? You want to read some, you want to hear some oracles, or do you want to go straight to the tarot? Oracles or the tarot? Oracles or the tarot, okay? I'll go ahead and choose oracles. So we'll choose one. Good morning. Straight to it. The tarot? Okay, straight to it. Okay, well, the very first card that we pulled, or that I pulled for you, is the Ten of Cups. So this is a near future reading, and it again may not resonate with everybody. Usually, this is kind of like what's happening now, maybe 2 to 3 days from today, or sometimes it takes a while. So I don't really know. So we're going to look at your overall energy. We're going to look at your overall energy, which has Pisces in it, very strong. And I hear the garbage truck coming. We're going to look at what your challenge is, which has a Capricorn in there strong. And we're going to look at what you don't see coming, which you are not going to believe, child. Damn, fuck it. You're just not going to believe what you don't see coming, child. Look, if you are coming in, if you're looking at this later on, you need to just jump to what you don't see coming, because child. All right, and then we're going to take a look at your recent past, your present, which is absolutely beautiful, and your future. All right. All right. So the overall energy for you Cancers is the Ten of Cups, right? And this card is kind of like joy. It's a card of, like, look at them. It's like a couple, and there's a rainbow in the sky and all these cups. So a lot of you may be feeling a lot of emotional satisfaction right now, maybe primarily in your family. Maybe you and your sister and brother are really connecting strong. Maybe you just went through something kind of rough and your family was there for you. Or this could be a companion, right? It kind of represents an idyllic state of comfort, harmony, peace, and love, which makes you feel like you're in paradise. So that's your overall energy. I don't know if this is happening or if this will happen. Are you happy? But the overall energy is the Ten of Cups. This is where maybe your dreams come true, you feel fulfilled. it is definitely emotional fulfillment, and it's calm. If it's a love relationship, it's calm and it's sweet. And maybe you guys are spending time with his family or her family. Family just may be very rewarding right now. You might be introducing your partner to your family or taking the next step in your commitment together. The Ten of Cups also represents, in some people's minds, emotional stability, comfort, right? And if you are single, you may be meeting someone at this time who is a family woman or man, like they're very family oriented. When you ask them, where are you going? They're going over their brother's house. And when they say that, they mean it, right? Like they play video games together and their family, they do things. So do you already know this person, right? Now, when the Ten of Cups is connected to family, it's more, generally speaking, this card is more connected to family than to work, right? But if it is talking about your work, right, it means that there's going to be some joy coming into your career, right? You're going to find maybe a sense of comfort and belonging in your current position at work or your current position on the internet, or I don't know. I tell you, I didn't know how kind people were until I started a YouTube channel. So I can believe that this is talking about something related to social media. Good morning. So, there is, I don't know who this is for, but I do feel like if not, whatever you're doing professionally, there is enough opportunity for growth and creativity. And you don't need to worry about emotional fulfillment. Some of you are, this growth and this creativity. All right. Um, yeah, some of you may feel like you have a job that gives you a comfortable work life balance, right? And enables. This could also represent retirement or leaving a job to take care of a family. You could have become an at-home. You could have become an at-home mom, which a lot of times happens around the age of 28 is when people of a certain substance, financial abilities, where they start breaking off from their careers and going and having babies and getting married. This could be you. You could be an at-home mom, right? So I definitely feel that many of you have what you need in order to feel stable in your home. You may not be pouring over with the wealth, but yeah, I definitely feel like there's some stability and security here. And if there was some arguments over finances, it's going to dissipate. Okay. Ooh, God, that is kind of strong. All right. Welcome, those of you who are just coming in. I am taking super chats, or you can send a financial donation to my Cash App, which is Nico's Cash. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so Cancers, what is your challenge here? It looks like your challenge here is the devil reversed. Huh, that's interesting. Huh. So, this is like breaking away from bad habits. It could be anything. It could be Pepsi, it could be drinking, it could be food, it could be a person, particularly a Capricorn. Some of you may have a Capricorn that is your challenge, sun, moon, or rising, right? But anyway, somebody is challenged with breaking off maybe some type of past trauma chain, smoking, some type of addiction, so you could also be breaking up or breaking free from some type of negative emotional pattern or addictions that have stood in the way of you developing strong relationships. Like I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just, listen, I know that you want sex as early in our relationship, but I don't feel comfortable with that. And if you can't respect that, I don't know, right? I don't know. I just feel like you're not going to be putting up with negative emotional patterns or from yourself or other people or addictions that have stood in the way of you developing good and long-term partnerships. Some of you may feel like you're more in control of your love life than ever, or some of you may feel like you are out of control of your love life, right? But anyway, this card in some circumstances could represent that you're breaking away from a relationship with a narcissist or with an abusive partner who drank too much or who used to beat you or who was very domineering and just toxic. And you are being true to yourself now, or that could be the challenge, like staying away from this toxic woman or toxic man. Letting go of sex addiction, okay? Letting go of anger and resentment and past situations, okay? That sounds good. That sounds good. All right. So, yeah, so you may, like, some of you may be having a hard time letting go of someone who is toxic. And, they have showed you that they were toxic, but you can't quite let them go. All right. So, as far as career is concerned, when it comes to work, you're in the process of becoming accountable for your decisions, your career choices, right? I feel that you are going to be in a position where you don't well, you feel, I don't know, you might feel a little stifled at your career. I don't know, some of you feel like you need to take some action to leave an unfulfilling job or an unfulfilling environment. And you may have done that. Like maybe you were in an unfulfilling work environment and you knew the people were toxic, but you stayed there maybe longer than you should have. And now your challenge is breaking free from that place, maybe because the money was so good, and you don't. I know a Cancer that had that exact story, right? Maybe the money is too good to let go of the devil's influence. All right. um if you've had a history of bad financial habits and you get the devil reversed, you may be working on making changes that are necessary. Some of you may be starting to go to AA, or maybe you got sober. Like somebody said, they're working on their sex addiction, but it's still kind of hard. So that's the challenge. All right. All right. What you do not see coming is the Knight of Cups. All right. The Knight of Cups, I have experienced this. I've experienced the Knight of Cups, and it's a very romantic connection. It's this person is emotional, or you guys have an ease, right? And this is how he looks. This could literally be how he looks, right? The thing is, this person is very much in love with the idea of love. Okay. But they will go out of their way to show it. It's just that sometimes this person's, they may have unrealistic expectations of the perfect partner and the perfect romantic relationship. Okay. And I don't know if this is you. This could be a Pisces. It sounds like a Pisces, to be honest. But anyway, I feel like this person is going to need a gentle dose of reality. Um, Otherwise, they, have a proclivity of going to lover, accidentally leaving a string of broken hearts simply because, human flaws started to show up in the relationship. You actually started seeing, oh my God, the first 90 days are in bliss land and everything about them is just so wonderful. They're just so wonderful. And then, the humanity starts to show up. And this person, because they're a water sign, I think that they can probably hear this from you more than anybody else. How many of you guys already know this person? How many of you actually know this person already? So yeah, I feel like the other thing about the Knight of Cups, though, is that you will always, if you are a woman, I'm going to be sexually graphic now. So if you are sensitive to that, you might want to check out now, okay? Because, this is PG, okay? But I'm going to be graphic because the Knight of Cups, you feel the way for the Knight of Cups, where sometimes just by walking in the bedroom where the Knight of Cups is, your breasts may become aroused. Like the Knight of Cups may ask you, is it cold? A lot, because just that's how this person makes you feel. Very romantic. Like this is one of those see, the thing about it is like it really opens up your heart and you will feel love deeply for this person. It's just that they need to understand that relationships are not always perfect, and that yeah, I have flaws just like you have flaws, but I'm working on them. I feel like they don't know that, but they're going to listen to you and be very sweet and look in your eyes a lot. And um, I feel like this is the kind of person that looks very sexy to you. You feel very drawn to them. You might want to have sex with them every time you see them, or sit in their lap, or be near them, or tolerate great levels of uh, issues because of your love for them. The bad news is some of you already have somebody. Yeah. See, the Ten of Cups is different than this kind of love. The Ten of Cups is a, because I've experienced both of these. The Ten of Cups for me was lasting, and it was stable, and it was very secure, very stable, right? But I didn't want to rip his clothes off, you know, but I would have got down with him, but I just didn't want to rip his clothes off. This one, you want to rip their clothes off, and it is very intoxicating. I don't know, mystic. It says that this is in the part of the reading where you don't see what's coming. So, like, if you've ever wanted to experience that rush, um, just being real happy when somebody walks in the room, or just wanting to be near this person and feeling it back. If you just want to experience that once, this is an opportunity to do that, right? You could be this person's teacher, because if this is a water sign, they're going to listen to you more than anybody else. They're going to listen to another water sign. Okay. So this is a heartbreak, but it's also a whirlwind romance. So, you know, has he ever been in a relationship? Okay, I don't want to leave you like that. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Okay. Looks like some of you don't know them. All right. Because see how she is blinded? Looks like you do not know this person. And it came in, yeah, this is somebody who you do not know. You might, this is just temptation if you're already in a relationship. But I feel like Either this person is going to be in love with you, oh, they're going to be very focused on you. So either they're going to be in love with you or you're going to be in love with them. But this is somebody who, you walk in the room and they're just laying up in bed and you want to just go and kiss them and be near them and snuggle with them all the time. I do feel with the Six of Coins here, saying equality, that the feelings will be reciprocated, right? So this may be the person that you have to give up, or you may be challenged with giving up someone who was very emotional to you, or the sex was good and you love them. You should be happy that you've experienced that at least just once, to know what it feels like to be madly, I mean, like in love to where there is like borderline madness. That's what this card to me can represent. But when I clarified it, it was clarified by the Nine of Pentacles reverse, looking in your direction. So I feel like you're going to be able to handle it with the Pentacles there. And you are not out there trying to look for anybody, and this just, and you're just more concerned about career. The Knight of Cups could represent that your ability to handle situations at work or with your business with a lot of tact and grace. Okay. I feel like you're going to be very diplomatic in the work arena right now, whether it's social media, no matter where it is, right? I feel like if there has been conflicts around you or around you and your partner, they're going to be resolved with the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups takes action with love. So the Knights take action, and the cups represents love, and it also very feminine. It's like a womb. So people are very emotional and in their feelings, right? So if you've been considering entering a creative industry, I feel like the Knight of Cups is saying that you will have success in that field. All right. So that's what you don't see coming. All right. Now, your present is the Star. So the Star always comes after the Tower. Hi. So the Star always comes after the Tower. So usually, not all the time, but usually if you receive a star in your reading, it means that you have gone and passed through some type of terrible challenge recently. I know a Cancer who she already had breast cancer and on one breast, so they had to take that breast off, and then the other breast was doing fine for like 17 years, and then it just got cancer in the other breast, and now she doesn't have any breasts. My mom is a Gemini Cancer, and she had a mass on her liver, and she was terrified for what, about what it was. But now is the Star here. Okay. So some of you have just passed through a really terrible life challenge. And I don't know if somebody died or if you broke up with someone. But anyway, whoever this is resonating with, it looks like you've managed to get through it without losing your. Maybe when you went through whatever you recently went through, you weren't aware of your own strength, but maybe now you're recognizing how powerful you are and you're discovering your own resilience and inner power, right? So, as far as romance is concerned, the star is wish fulfillment. It's also hope. Sometimes it's single. So, many of you are single, but you're very hopeful about a relationship. You're real, real, real hopeful. And there's lots of hope in love and romance when you get the star card. Maybe you are experience a sense of hope and optimism because you feel like you can get who you want, and you feel like you're charming. Some of you could be healing from a breakup, right? Because this card comes after the Tower. um, Also, if you have broken up with someone, this card shows that you are slowly rebuilding your confidence so that you can move on. And it looks like there's family that's here for you and friends, right? But if you're in a relationship, maybe your relationship had gone through a rough patch, right? And that is behind you now. It looks like you and your partner are going to be healing. And since this is the Aquarius card, that's a card of communication. The air signs talk about communication. So as long as the two of you remain communicative and honest with each other, there is potential for bringing the two of you closer together in a way that you've never imagined. All right. So now, when it comes to your career and you get the star card, sometimes you can literally be famous, or you could have star quality. I mean, literally star quality. I know a reader in LA who read this as literally you are going to have a star on Hollywood, or you have star quality, whatever. Some of you are going to be very well known with books, and you're writing one. You need to finish it. You really need to finish your book. But as far as career is concerned, I read the star card as your ambitions, your goals, your desires being realized. Like there's some things that you've hoped for, that you've desired, as far as your career is concerned. And they're just saying remain faithful and your ambitions will be achieved, right? And I see like the star is noticed by everybody in the world. So I definitely feel like you might be doing work that you post on Instagram, or you post on YouTube, or you post where people can purchase, or it could be Facebook. I don't really know. I don't know why this, but usually it's something that everybody can see. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I feel like if that is the case, your stuff is going to be a magnet. And I definitely feel like you're going to be getting the opportunities that you hope for, maybe not all at once. So I know a Cancer who is a makeup artist on Instagram, for instance. And yeah, I know she's a makeup artist for Instagram, and she has a lot of people who, who's getting makeup, are getting orders for it, right? But anyway, if you've gone through a difficult or stressful time at work recently, this is going to be a period of healing for you. All right. So your recent past is the Six of Pentacles. Now, Wendy Williams is a Cancer, and she has these people who distribute her own money to her now. That is fucked up that happened to her. So she there. I mean, her whole team. Yeah, her whole team went against her behind her back and had the judge say that she was too incompetent to manage her own finances. And now somebody else is the conservator of her finances. That is horrible. So, some of you have recently experienced the Six of Pentacles, maybe in a relationship. Okay. So, this can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people because there's about 10,000 of you. So, um, you could be in a relationship where there is a lot of good give and take, right? A lot of kindness and generosity in your relationship, right? Your partner may be very supportive of you emotionally, maybe even financially as you pursue your goals. Some of you could be going to school or starting a new business venture. You could be a little bit fearful on what the risk could do to your partnership, but you may find a happy surprise. Your partner may actually be willing to help you to achieve that goal. Like I know this Cancer who has an OnlyFans account, and she was just kind of doing nude pictures. But then her boyfriend decided that he was going to actually help her and have sex with her. And so, now they have sex on cameras and they're making $7,000 a month. So I know, how that works. I know. Okay. Um, As far as career is concerned, because see, in the Six of Pentacles, somebody is giving and then somebody is receiving, right? So there may be a more senior person at your workplace that's ready to help you achieve your career goals. That if you work, right? So there might be a mentor that's going to help you to succeed and get higher on your career path, right? Also, I feel like your workplace or whoever you work for or whoever gets your work, they feel like you're very good at what you do and that you give a lot. All right. So if you're looking for a job, this is a real good card that suggests that things are going to be getting better. You might be getting a little part time, full time, or a little part time job, right? This could also, if you have a business, represent investors, help me fund. What's that called? Grow me fund, right? I feel like as far as finances is concerned, you're going to find a lot of generosity within the community financially. So if you advertise your services, I think that this is the time to advertise your services because you're going to like the response that you get if you publish or advertise your services. Um, yeah, I feel like people are going to be coming in to help you to create some type of vision that you have. You might be getting presence or help or assistance, right? Yeah. So some of you just need to start like a campaign or something for money because this is the time for you. Now, your final card is the lovers. And the lovers is, well, the primary meaning of the lovers is choice, but it could represent a Gemini and it could represent harmony and attractiveness. And even, I mean, I wouldn't say perfection in a relationship, but definitely balanced energies where, the roles are very defined or you guys are just vibing really good, right? It looks like from a place of learning how to love yourself. Some of you either are going to be ready for this relationship or you're in it. This could also represent being joined in marriage, right? Now, this card can also represent choice, though, right? A choice between things that are opposing and mutually exclusive. So, this could be, do I choose to be an at home mom or do I work full time? Do I choose to have a part time business and help my mom? Do I choose between staying here in Philadelphia where there's not a lot of people that do the kind of work that I do or move to Silicon Valley where, so I feel like there's going to be, hey, a lot of choices that you are going to have to make with the lovers. Hey, good day, Bianca, right? Um, Also, I've seen the lovers show up when a person was trying to develop their own belief systems about relationships, and it may not fit what other people see. For instance, some of you who've been watching me for a while, you know that cancers are my everyday friends. And I have a cancer who's very mothering towards me, and she's really the only mother I've ever had. But she's been in a relationship with a married man for about 30 years now. And she was already married. She has kids, they're grown, and she has even testified in court in front of a judge about this married man. Um, but that is a relationship that works for her. And whatever they have, it works for her. I know another Cancer who used to do my makeup, and she's with a Sagittarius, and this Sagittarius has been very honest, direct, and no bullshit about other women. Like he is not hiding it. And so he's putting all his cards on the table so that the Cancer can decide to fold or to deal, or to play. So she's decided that she's going to play. And she keeps coming on top year after year, woman after woman after woman. So I don't know if she's going to get angry or tired and leave or what, but you know, she had a Virgo husband who was completely devoted to her, but this Sagittarius, she just this is how that Sagittarius make her feel. Like they have sex all the time, because of how passionate, and he's bought her a car, and uh he talks to her every day, all day. So I don't know, but he just doesn't want a commitment right now. So you could be developed, and she's okay with that, and all her friends are like, fuck that, hell no. She's like, listen, this is what I'm doing. He's even bought other women to parties where she's at. And I don't know. I feel like that Cancer, I think that shows that she's a wife. I feel like that. I know that sounds crazy, but all these little girls run away. They don't fight. As soon as something goes wrong in the relationship, I'm done. I'm through. But this Cancer is like, bring it on. May the best woman win. you know yeah, it's like some of y'all can compete. I would never want to compete with the Cancer woman. No, because she gonna hang in there, right? So yeah, he's bought her a car, and the thing about it is she doesn't have a commitment, but she makes love to someone who she has multiple orgasms with, and she's very happy with what they do have and with the time that they do spend together. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you're going to be developing your own personal belief systems, regardless of what society or what your friends are going to say or whatever the societal norms are with the card, right? See, this is a development from the Hierophant. The Hierophant is number 5. We're now going to the step above that. So yes, we did the traditional relationships. We understand and learned about the standardized systems for relationship, but I'm trying to figure out who I am and what I stand for and what my philosophy is going to truly be in relationships. Right? See, this is about choice, right? You are going to be making decisions about, and it's all might even be subconscious. You're going to be making decisions about what is important and what is unimportant in your life. All right. You're going to be very honest with yourself. But This is a beautiful card if you're in a relationship because it does represent like a cohesiveness, a balance of energies, almost even soulmates, very complementary to each other. This is a pair that works well together, right? Um, but I don't know if both of you are on the same page as far as commitment is concerned, meaning that one person may see marriage as a duty, and the other person may see marriage and commitment as being in love. Like you guys might need to get on the same page about how you see marriage or commitment, how they see marriage, what it means to them, commitment, right? So, yeah, this represents, for those of you who are in relationships, um, for those of you who are in relationships, well, the star is here, the woman who asked for reconciliation. I do see the star here. So, a lot of times that can represent a reconciliation with the lover. Okay. Maybe somebody who was really sick got some help and your family could love them, or they love you. The family really loves you. It's just like your person is just immature and they see more than one person. Okay. Um, and that's behind them. That could have been what broke you guys up. Um, but anyway, I do see like a reconciliation. That's a great, I'm glad you said that. Who just said that? Sally, I'm glad you said reconciliation. Yeah, so it could definitely, especially with an Aquarius or somebody that has strong Aquarius in their chart. Uh, oh, yeah. Okay. So if he is with the other, then there is the lovers. He made his choice. Okay. So you guys may reconcile as, oh, he's an Aquarius? He's an Aquarius? Well, I don't know. Y'all might get back together again, especially if he has Gemini in his chart. But whatever the case is, it does look like for some of you, there was someone who was giving to more than one person, right? Some of you are now single as a result of that because the star can represent being single. And then, you guys will either reconcile and you decide. See, the reason that I keep saying that you're going to use your own personal beliefs, because see, when this person comes back, it may be, when this person comes back, you may tolerate things that maybe your friends or society says you shouldn't tolerate. And you may have a special reason for accepting this friendship back. Hi, Tanisha, right? You may have a special reason for accepting this friendship back. But I do see that, there are choices here. That's why I kept going on and on about you may choose this way, you may choose that way, right? So this card symbolizes choice, and the choice is commitment. Do I want to commit to you or do I want to commit to her? And it also raises questions for you to answer. Do you want to commit to this person? Right? It doesn't have to necessarily refer to exclusivity, but sometimes the choice that could represent choice between love and work. That's the garbage. Sorry, well, let me just close it real fast. Yeah. So, so your person could be making a choice right now. Um, but yeah, somebody could have made a choice between lovers, or you could be dating someone who, is open to dating multiple people and choosing from the pool who they want to commit to. Okay. That could be something. And so some of you could have already met this person, and this person, had to choose. I feel like you really love them and you have a lot of passion for them. And I feel like you are not letting go. Good morning, Tamika. And I feel like you are not letting go. And I feel like you and this person could have a friendship. Like if they make the decision to go elsewhere, you guys still could have a friendship. If you make the decision to go elsewhere, then it looks like they, uh, want the friendship. Oh, I see, Sally. So he made the decision to go with the other person because he wants children and you can't have children. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. But I still feel like you guys are going to be very special in each other's lives. Okay. All right. So that is what I see for you, Cancers. Let's see what is in the charms. Yeah, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry that you can't have children. Oh, I see a lot of different people here. Some of you have a lot of different people here. Somebody could be on their deathbed, but what I see here is you really moving forward with a Taurus. So if you have a Taurus in your life or someone that has strong Taurus placements, it looks like you guys are going to be moving forward in a relationship. I also feel like many of you are going to be traveling. Okay. I see that someone could be sick. Um, but I see like a lot of opportunities. And many of you are going to be meeting someone that's very special to you. Very special to you. All right. So, your your extension is so damn good, and I did it first before I did anything else this morning, and it was like 20 minutes long, and I go through, I tell you the signs, the sun signs that you are more than likely going. I tell this is what's going to happen between you and a Virgo. This is you and a Leo. This is you and a Sagittarius. And I go all the way, through the signs that showed up. But your extension reading is very good. And I always like readings the first thing in the morning. All right. All right. So let me see. I see. Okay. All right. What signs are you guys dealing with? All right. I'll do the top 2 signs. What signs are you dealing with? I see a Libra in here. Aquarius, Capricorn, Sag. Sag, looks like Sag got Libra. Sag, okay, Sag. Cancers, what y'all doing with a Sag? I thought y'all dealt with Pisces. Virgo, what sign are you dealing with? Okay, who won, you guys? Sagittarius? I think Sagittarius won. All right, so this is for Cancers and Sagittariuses. She said I had a terrible Libra. I'm so sorry. Oh, I see. Another Cancer. Okay. Virgo. All right. So Sagittarius and Cancers. Okay. This is what is in the cards for Sagittarius and Cancers. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to choose the most requested number. Okay, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So we have, we have the King of Swords and we have the Chariot. Okay. So if you are dealing with a Sagittarius and you guys are in a relationship, you could be getting some type of attorney to help you guys deal with a settlement or a case, right? And you guys might separate from a business partner if you guys are like in a relationship or something like that. If you're not in a relationship, at this time, things are a little cold for some of you with the Sagittarius, especially if you have Cancer in your chart. It looks like some of you, your Sagittarius is feeling like they want to break it off and do something else. It looks like if you guys had thought about moving in with each other or traveling with each other, they don't want to do that anymore. It seems like somebody, it looks like the Sagittarius is trying to get away. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. What was the second highest sign? So it was Sagittarius. And what was the second one? I see Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo. I need, another Cancer. So everybody named a different sign? Did anybody name? So was Pisces, did Pisces win? No, I didn't see Pisces anywhere. I didn't see Pisces anywhere. Who's the second sign? Virgo. I see one Virgo. I see Cancer. Okay, Virgo. It looks like it's Virgo. You think it's Capricorn? No? Okay. All right. All right. Tanisha, okay, Virgo. This is Cancer and Virgo. Okay. Sun, Moon, and Rising, Cancer, Virgo. 4 of Pentacles represents wanting to keep and on to each other, but it may be for the wrong reasons, right? Like you may want to keep and hold on to someone because you're lonely, right? Pick a number. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick it. I'm going to pick the bottom of this, okay? And what do we have? Food. So it's a very casual connection between the Cancer and the Virgo. It looks pretty casual. And yeah, it looks like you guys are just, enjoying each other's time and getting to know each other. And everybody is taking a leap of faith that they want to continue to see where this goes. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to lay out a spread for the Cancers. If I do a reading for the collective, what do you think I should do a reading on? Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine? Should I do a reading on, I was thinking about doing a reading for the collective. And I don't know what to ask. Oh, should I just, oh, I can just see what's in the cards. Okay, I'll do that. I'll just see what's in the cards. All right, so Cancers, this is your extended reading. Oh no, I've already done your extended reading. Okay, so those of you who are led to that extended reading, it's very fucking good. So if something inside says, yeah, I think that I should get it, I really think you should get it. It's very good. It's, yeah, all right. All right, so Cancers, that's it. I'll go ahead and, well, no. All right, that's it. All right, Cancers, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you want the extension, let me see, did it finish uploading? Damn, it's not even finished uploading. Oh, it's finished uploading on Vimeo. It should be ready in like 10 minutes, okay? All right, and let me see. I'm going to tell you what I asked. I asked, you're welcome. I asked, how does your person feel about you? How does Cancer feel about you? Will you get married? If so, how soon? Is there someone else? But you can look and see in the description box the questions that I asked, okay? Also, yes, that's Leo. Leo. If I were you, and I'm with the Leo, I would get that extended. I remember that, definitely. Okay. All right, Cancers, thank you for watching. If you want a reading, go to sunshinetarot.net. Which sign should I do next? Which sign should I do next, y'all? I'm going to let you choose. What sign should I do next? I spend my nights drinking whiskey and beer. All the dirty women know I'm here. Virgo. I haven't done Gemini? I did Gemini. Sag. Didn't I do Sag? Libra. I just did Scorpio like 2 days ago. Okay, you guys, when was the last time I did Sagittarius? Who haven't I done? Oh, see, it's all mixed up over here. I'm all confused now. Now I'm all confused. Who haven't I done in a long time? Libra is due for a reading. Oh, okay. How long has it been since I did a Libra reading? You can't. 13 days? Oh, yeah. It's definitely time for a Libra reading. So if you're here for the Cancer reading, the reading is done. We're just talking right now. If you're just tuning in, you can tune in to the beginning of the broadcast and we jump right into the reading. So, you know, it's interesting because I tried just doing straight reading and no side talk. And I noticed there was not as many people in here as when I do a lot of talking shit. And then y'all like, you talk so much shit. Where's the reading? And then I give you the reading and then don't know nobody come. Are you serious, Cassie? Are you serious? I know, I tell you, I really did not find out how kind people were until I started YouTube, because I had always been around assholes. And then when I started doing YouTube, people would say really nice things in the comment section. And I had never really been around nice people. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know, what's happening here? And yeah, YouTube became like my community for a while, you know? So, yeah. All right, you guys. So I guess I will do Libra. I'm just a little drained now. But let's see. So didn't in another time work? That was true, huh? Those words are deep. She says, "You surprise girls, soon they'll mean nothing to you." They didn't know what to do with something so good. One of these days, they're gonna fall into their groove and know exactly what they did to you. Oh my God, I didn't know my breasts were showing like that in the extended. Child, the extended is a little X-rated, child. I just came right in here and did it. Um, so yeah, isn't that true though? In another time, how things change and you're not even tripping. What are you saying really about Tanisha? No, Julie. Even when I mean when things are exactly the way they are now. Oh, it was insane. I hear you. I hear you. All right, you guys. So I have what should I call this? What should I call this? What should I call this reading, you guys? Um Choices? No. Choice between lovers, choosing between two lovers. Um, what should I call this, you guys? Help me, help me, help me. Some of you, help me, please, help me, baby. Because, baby, you guys, what should I call this? What should I call this reading? Remember, the first card was the Ten of Cups. Oh, you're thinking. Okay. All right. See, so when I talk, it's like, yeah, everybody is there. And then when I don't and I go straight to the reading, ain't nobody here, child. So, and no, whether it's no. Mm-mm. So I don't know. I really don't. You'll be surprised, girl. Soon they'll mean nothing to you. I haven't heard that song in a long time. All right, you guys, let me see. I think let me just put this, let me just add the link to the Cancer video. So what else is going on with you Cancers in here? Because I know I didn't tell everybody's story. What else is going on with you Cancers? They didn't know what to do. It's something so cool. One of these days we're gonna fall into their loop. Okay, all right, Cancers. The link is ready to go at Vimeo now. So if you want to see the extended, it's ready to go. Men and boyfriends don't very well. Two men before what? Tanisha, what's going on between you and your guy? You guys still trying to work it out? The Aquarius said he needs his space. Vera, I really wouldn't take that personally. I mean, like if a Scorpio said that or a Pisces said it, yeah. But an air sign asking for space, child, I wouldn't trip. Oh, good. Oh, good, Tanisha. I'm glad to hear that. Well, what is in your chart that's attracting these air signs, Richa? It's not that we're cold and distant. That's kind of mean, child. I'm an air sign, child. What What did I say, Tanisha? Vera, are you still here? It's like this chick got a reading yesterday, and for those of you who are coming in late, the Cancer reading is over. The extension is completed. If you want to get the extension, um, and if you want a reading, yeah, I just need a title for this Cancer reading. What should I call it? Okay, I'm going to say a happy home life, but that just seems so generic, you know? I told you to apologize, Vera. So what exactly happened? Oh, thank you, Julie. Huh. So Vera, what exactly happened with the Sagittarius? I mean, I love Tony to death, but when he was gone yesterday, Vera, I was so happy he was gone. I just love that time to myself. All right, Dina. Tanisha, you said that I told you to apologize. Uh, well, no, Vera. The what happens because I have a moon in Aquarius. Let's see. Why would I say I need some time? Why would I say that? Oh, okay. And you apologized for it, and then he apologized too, or what happened after you apologized? Vera, were you and the Aquarius arguing about anything? Were you? Oh, your moon is in Aquarius, huh? So you get it. Why? So the Aquarius said he wanted some space. Huh. No argument. And just, oh, well, so you guys are not arguing. And as far as you were concerned, things were going well. Uh, huh. Is he working on a project at work? Yeah, both spoke about it and how I handle conflict. Oh, you're confused and hurt. Yeah. So he didn't explain to you why he needed some space. Did he just ghost you? If he explained it to you, you are a much farther along than a lot of my clients, child. Because these men just bounce on them. Taurus wasted 16 years of my life. I'll never go back. I've met 4 Capricorns in the last 6 years. All have commitment issues. The one Aquarius was married, not holding my breath for any relationship. How old are you, Jade? Vera, what ethnicity what ethnicity are you? Because ghost is very common in the English language. Oh, that is so wonderful, Cassie. Yes, so you represent that 10 of cups that we saw earlier, where the family was happy and all that kind of stuff. And then it just kind of looked like there might be some little things that you need some tweaking in. I don't know, maybe you're not doing, maybe you need to give up on some sugar or something, because I saw the devil reverse. I did see someone coming in that was very attractive, but that's not for all of you. But yeah, I saw the lovers in the future. So I definitely could, and that could represent a happy relationship, or it could represent choices, choosing between people, choosing between whatever. Wow, Vera. So the Aquarius just shut down with no answer. Hmm. Hmm. Why on earth would I do that? Um, the only reason that I would do it, but that doesn't mean that that's the reason that he would do it, because everybody is very different. Okay, Mystique, how you doing? Um, if um that I would do it, but you're a Cancer, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. But there's for me, there would had to have been someone else, because I not saying that that's what's going on with him, but I'm just saying that for me to just shut it down like that with someone, I would think that there's somebody that's walked in my life who I really want to try it with, but that's not necessarily true, because I've maintained friendships with women and men that I've seen that I don't know. Maybe if I felt very strong about one of them, you know, I don't know. They make an amazing relationships, the one I know. Who, Tanisha? Who gets married fast? Which signs are you talking about? Um, every time he looks like he's falling for me, he pulls back. Huh. Every time he feels like he. Yeah. When you say pulls back, do you mean he stops calling you and stop? What do you mean by pulls back? Like, what is the physical, what is the behavior that qualifies him to pull back? Yeah, I can understand that. You probably don't want to select someone as a partner that makes you feel insecure. That's definitely not a good sign, you know. The girl, yeah. So, Vera, when you say that when you guys get close, he stops talking, says he has a lot going on. It's been 5 years. I think he's a commitment phobe. Um, and that could be true. He could be a commitment phobe. There are a lot of people, especially Aquarius, who have very strong concerns about losing their freedom. I was reading for an Aquarius last night, and she was asking about her music career, but she's 31 and someone has just proposed to her. And, I told her, I was like, how honest do you want me to be? You know, I see a success, I see a cool music career, but I don't see Beyonce, you know? Yeah, 5 years is a long time to give a man who is acting like that, you know. My story and somebody else's story. Who was I talking to last year? No, I was talking to this person on the phone last night, and they had went with somebody for like 15 years, and the guy would never marry her, and she left him and found someone else who married her in 3 years. Oh no, that was Queen. Oh, I was talking to another reader on the phone, and she was with the Scorpio. She's a Pisces. She was with the Scorpio for like since she was like 22 to in her 30s, and he would never marry her, and he always had other women. And then she met somebody else, and now they're in an exclusive relationship with a baby, and they live with each other and are getting married. So I mean, sometimes, it's, you got to ask yourself, how many more years am I going to give to this? But then again, it's kind of hard talking to a Libra because we keep showing you both sides, and it's like, bitch, which side are you on? Child. But then again, there is this couple that I saw on this Black Life or Black Family Love, and he proposed to her after 6 years. And so, but yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I think in your heart, you know, what's going on. So I was with someone for 10 years who never proposed, got with this person in a year and a half, I was proposed to, you know. So it's like, if after 5 years, this is still where he is with you, right? You are tolerating this. I'm not saying break free, but how a Libra is in love with you, they'll tell you. Um, they'll uh, they'll tell you, I'm really in love with you. They'll tell you. That's the number way that you'll know Libra is in love. They'll let you know straight up. Yeah, Sally, you told me that already. That he's went back to his ex because he wants something that you are not able to give him. Oh, I see, Mystique. Yeah. So, it sounds like, I mean, Vera, I'm not telling you to break free, but I read this book called Men. She's not going to listen. She's a cardinal. Cancers don't listen to a goddamn thing nobody says. They're leaders. They do what the fuck they want to do. You're just wasting your time, child. For real. They do what they want to do. Um, but yeah, there is this book, Vera, called there's this book called Women Men Marry and the Women That They Don't. And guess what all the women had in common? You're never going to guess it unless you're a client, and I already told you. Cancers. So there is a book out called it's called Women Men Marry and the Women That They Don't. Guess what all the women who men married had in common. I want you to write it. I'm gonna go get some water because I'm thirsty. What is the highest denominator of what everybody had in common who all got married? The highest common denominator. Don't have a clue? If you're looking for the Cancer reading, and this reading is completely over. These are just people who've been subscribed to the channel for a while, and we just talking shit. Go to the beginning of the video, and you'll find your reading. Really, Angela Wong? Thank you for sharing. All right, Vera. The one thing, you're not going to believe this. I was expecting something more harder, right? Okay. Okay. The one thing that all the women, sorry, the one thing that all the women had in common who were married was every last one of them, Vera, left a relationship where the man was not marrying her. Can you believe that was, I thought that the author was going to say something like deeper than that. It was like, what's the number one thing that all these women have in common? I was like, submissive, go-getters, sexual, nice, friendly, fit, And they were like, nah, they all left a man who was not marrying them. And now they're with the person who would marry them. Really, Sally? Isn't that something, Vera? That I'm sure that I learned other things from that book, Vera, but that just stood out, child. Because I was with somebody for a long time and we were not getting married. And I just didn't go. I just didn't leave because for a while it was what I wanted too. But then I really start, really wanting somebody to live with me. Another thing was he put me on rotation. Okay. Right. And, when you get on rotation, there's other women. So he was like, I'm going to see you Wednesday through Friday. And then I'll come back next Wednesday or some shit like that. So he was seeing somebody else Friday through Sunday, and maybe somebody else Monday to Tuesday. I don't know. But when I got on rotation, that was when I had enough and I was ready to leave LA because I had nothing to keep me there. If he would have offered marriage, I might have stayed, but I would have been miserable. And to be honest, I really didn't want to marry him. I'm so happy he didn't ask me to marry him because I would have been stuck in a marriage with a man who I did not love. And I don't think you have to necessarily love your mate, but I definitely feel like you have to at least be sexually attracted, so no, Melody, it's not that you're the only one. It's just that equality doesn't really work in male and female relationships according to the doctors. There has to be a boss and then a sub boss. It's like we both can't be bosses. You can't have two CEOs. There's a CEO and then there's vice presidents. But it's okay to want that. I just don't know where you're going to find it, you know. Like so Vera, what are you talking about? That's horrible, but they would be ready to fight if you did that. If you did what? Yeah, Mystique. I know who. Oh, I see what you're saying, Vera. Yeah, if you put me on rotation. Well, so after a while, I stopped. I kept asking him to move back in, and it just seemed like that's not what he wanted to do. And so I just packed my shit and I moved to another state. And then when I moved, it really woke him up. Like it really woke him up. I mean, like it woke him the fuck up. And he was having a real hard time with it. But I had figured if you loved me, you would put a ring on it, right? And he didn't. So I left. But then he called and he wanted to. I never tell that part of the story for some reason. So yeah, I had moved to Houston and he said, "Well, I'm ready to leave now too since you're not here." He said, "If you're not here, I have no reason to be here." And so, but when he was ready to come to Houston, I wanted a new life. I already knew what life was like with him for 10 years. And we never bought property. We didn't come up. There was no ring, and I wanted to see what life was like with someone else. So anyway, it took some time, but I met my fiance and he proposed within a year and a half. It's like if year after year after year after year, shit ain't changing, then, I don't know. But cancers, they'll stay in a situation for a very long time and be miserable in it. Virgos too. Yeah. So you guys, I had in the community pages, yeah, it'll be the same to 10 more years. Because I wanted to be able to know what was going to happen in my relationship so that I wouldn't spend a lot of time with someone. And every time I asked about a relationship, the reading was right on. So if I met someone, I just did a reading, and then it would let me know to keep going or move on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have posted these books on marriage on my community posts. How many of you guys saw them? So I was talking to I don't have any thoughts about it, Cassie. But I have posted this. What a lot of times, what happens, family, is like women will say, "I want to be the main woman," or "I want to be the wife," and they are not qualified for the position at all. Like, they don't know the first thing about being an emotional support for their man. They talk like this lady right here, right? And so they don't know the first thing about what it means to really support another human being and to be their helpmate. But they want to jump bad and be the only girl, right? So I was doing this reading for this chick the other day who was like, I am not going to share no man, but she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she curses all the time, she yells, she's hard to get along with, she's like 300 pounds, and she just expects to be the only bitch, she says. And it's like, how is it that you the only bitch, but you're not qualified for the job? Name me what you do for a living. I want somebody to tell me what you do for a living, because I want to make an analogy with this. Okay. Because see, some of you had to get training in order to do what you do. Not everybody. Some of you are security guards. Good morning, Kimberly. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Okay. What? You do spiritual coaching. Okay. What else? And a call center. Okay. All right. What else do you do for a living? Good morning, Cynthia. Raise 5 children. That is a great accomplishment. Great accomplishment. Thank you for that. Okay, so you own your own elder home care. Ecotech. Crystal, what is an ecotech? What is an ecotech? So let's say, thank you, Scorpio Diva, for the $10. Appreciate it. You theater decorating. Okay, now imagine somebody trying, what kind of work-related problems do you have now? Oh, okay, Malady, now I understand your frustration. I completely understand your frustration. Okay, so Tamika is a nurse. Now, Tamika, imagine somebody coming up to you and saying, excuse me, Tamika, I don't need for you to do anything in this room because I'm going to be the nurse in this room. Now, I ain't gone to school, ain't read a book about nursing, ain't been to school, don't have no training, but I'm that bitch because I say I'm a nurse. So, Tamika, are you going to let that woman stay in that room talking about she say she a nurse because she a nurse? I think that she might be escorted out by security, right? Just because you say you a nurse don't mean you a nurse, right? Right. Don't touch me. I would know what the hell to do if I went into a nurse's station. I would see all this shit. I would know what none of that was. What is all of this? I see things on the wall and then they come in there and do some shit. I don't even know how to take blood pressure. I think you just wrap the damn thing around. Okay, maybe I can do that, but I most certainly cannot draw blood. So a lot of men are saying that, women, they say, I want to be the only one. I'm not going to share you. And they don't have a clue how to cook. Can't even make a biscuit. Nails too long to roll a biscuit, but they that bitch, right? I know this one woman, and it's like her man will never tell her the truth. But what I saw in the cards was he doesn't want a woman who doesn't cook because it costs too much money to eat out all the time. And he felt like they were spending big money on food, right? But she's like, I need to be your only woman and I should be your wife. But what are we going to do for Christmas and Thanksgiving? I mean, who's going to feed the kids? Who's going to feed me when I get home? We always got to go to McDonald's and tacos. And, when you're competing with women who know how to make black eyed peas and greens and smothered hot water cornbread and smothered pork chops and fried chicken, right? It's like, I'm not saying that that's the only thing a man needs, but there's a lot of women, they say they don't want to share and they ain't no kind of wife. They're not even qualified to be the only woman. But there are some women that hold down their men and they are qualified for the position. They hold their man down, you know? So I don't know. Oh, good, Kimberly. Loving to cook. Yeah. So yeah, child. So I was reading for this chick, and she told me, child, she says that she break up with him every weekend, and she can't cook, right? She, like me, is not trying to go to the gym to be fine for him. And her hair looked good. Her wig looked real good. So her wig looked good. But she ain't trying to be fit and look nice for her man, or even dress up, or can't cook, and expects him to pay the bills and pay for her kids and give her money, and be the only one in exchange for what? You don't even cook. So very few women cook. If you are a woman that cooks, you are ahead of a lot of other women that you are competing with, because all the girls can twerk. They all can fuck. Everybody can put a dick in their mouth. That's easy. Everybody can learn how to do the Kegel muscles, but cooking, actually serving your man, yeah. Oh, good, Melody. Yeah, I mean, essence, maybe not. I'm a Libra, so I always go to the left. Whenever there's one, I go to the opposite. But maybe not. I mean, you may be able to find a man that cooks, you know. But I do think that when we come to the table and negotiate a relationship, we need to be realistic about our qualifications. Do you qualify as a side chick? Do you qualify as a wife? Do you know how to take care of business, hold your husband down? Do you know about cooking, insurance, keeping the family together, uh, keeping up with his doctor's appointments? Just taking care, literally taking care of this man. My grandmother bought my grandfather his dinner every single night on a tray, and she would cut up tomatoes, and she would put pepper on tomatoes. And so she brought his breakfast on a tray, and she brought his dinner on a tray. Sausage! Okay. So one of the ladies here said that they can cook and clean, and that's great. Okay, Tanisha, right. So they said they can cook and clean. Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a timeout a little bit. Just bring it down a notch, darling. Bring it down a notch. Right. So now check this out. That same woman who was talking all that shit, how she ain't sharing her man, and she can't cook, and I was just on a FaceTime reading and saw all the shit on the bed, and okay, the house nasty, and ain't no food, and there's other mouths to feed, but she ain't sharing. What is going on? What is going on? Right? So check this out. I told her what the card said. And the card said that she was coming in as a mate on the level of a page. She wasn't even coming in as a queen. And I told her that the cards were saying, you're not coming in as a wife. You're not coming in, because there's a section that we do in the reading of how are you coming in? Like, this is how you're presenting yourself to this man, or this is how he sees you, or vice versa, right? This is how she sees you. And he saw her as a page. She presented herself like a child, basically. Yeah, I want what I want, and yeah, yeah, yeah. And so check this out. but I did her future cards and I saw a husband, right? And then I pulled back and I was like, well, what happens between her being unqualified to be a wife to her all of a sudden being qualified? And it looked like in between that period of time, she was reading books on how to be a wife, the successful marriage, what to look for in a husband, the godly marriage. So she texted me last night two of the books that she got. Did you guys see that community post? And she said that she is going to make it her life's mission to basically study what it means what marriage means, what a wife means, what a husband means. So she texted me those two books last night. She said, I'm on my way. Right? So she got this book called Positioning Yourself to Be a Wife. Lord, prepare me to be a godly wife. And I just find it amazing how many women want to be married and never studied marriage, never studied how to be a wife, or what to expect for a husband, or how to have a successful relationship. Um, do you know what the second thing is that men want in a wife? The second highest thing that a man wants from a wife, according to marriage.com, is emotional maturity, right? Somebody who doesn't go off when they're upset, or someone who's moody. When I first got with my Scorpio, I mean, I'm talking about moods from hell, moods from hell. And I was like, I'm not staying in this dumb shit. Yeah, it's in the community post. You can't see it. Yeah. Now, Sally, no, Ashiel, s- yeah, no, emotional maturity. Like somebody who, when they get angry, they won't hurt you. That takes a lot of maturity to be full of anger and still be able to refrain yourself from saying mean, vicious things that you can never take back. Right? Like um, that kind of behavior means that you're really not ready for a long-term relationship, because you just can't do that. You just can't in a relationship say vicious. See, the thing about it is the more nastier you are, the more that person starts to low-key hate you. That's what you can say, you're sorry, but the damage is already done. Like I have an aunt who I know she goes there if she's angry. So I low key try to keep my distance from her, like all men do once they see that side of her, right? So cooking is important, cleaning is important too. But men, we can get a maid for that. But yeah, emotional maturity, like somebody who, and this is what I think is cruel. So when somebody gets mad at you, hi. Oh, great. Men don't care about money part. They don't care about that. That's their job to impress you with that. They care about your femininity, right? The feminine qualities that you bring. Um, yeah. So what did I just say? I just fucking forgot what I said. So what were we just talking about, you guys? Because I smoke a lot of weed, child. Remind me what I just said. Somebody said great topic. What were we talking about? Men, relationships. Oh, yeah. So that woman studying, did we talk about studying? Was it what moods? Emotional maturity. Yeah, that's right. Right. Emotional maturity. So, like when somebody gets angry and they break off the relationship, there is so much hatred and contempt for that person, that the way that that person is silently uh, punished for that behavior is that they just don't become the wife. They just don't get a commitment. You see somebody that breaks it off when they get angry, I guarantee you they're not married. Ain't nobody gonna marry no woman like that. So when you're angry, you're going to break it off the relationship like a little kid who didn't get their way. You know what that says? That means I can't trust you. I can't trust you with my emotions. I can't be vulnerable. And because, see, like the person that I was with that kept breaking it off when we got angry, when he got angry, there came a point where I didn't care anymore. And there was nothing that he could say that could even get me to care because I was like, I don't want to care for somebody who's this cruel. You see, one of the best things that a relationship offers is emotional security. You got somebody who's here for you, and I got your back, and let's do this for life. So then, for you to get angry and to take away my security because you're angry, I can't trust you, right? I can't trust you. I have never seen a woman who does that get into a committed relationship. So I had posted that book about being prepared for a wife on the community page, and there were some girls who really didn't like that, right? And I doubt very seriously she's watching. So I did a reading on both those girls that had a problem with my post. And I just wanted to see, right, what I saw in the cards. I can see a husband real fast. So anyway, the girl said, how to be a good wife. What about how to be a good husband? She said, I'm tired of this society um, blame, blaming women for everything that's wrong. Um, I haven't grown up with that. So I wasn't socialized to believe that women were to blame for everything wrong. Now I've heard that black people were to blame for shit, but I wasn't raised hearing, that it's the woman's fault that the marriage doesn't work, or I don't know where she got that from. But she was a feminist, right? I guess she was very upset at me saying that. Right, right, right. Being mean pushes them away. Exactly. Right, right, right. Yeah, don't make me feel abandoned. How do you say that you love me, but then when you get angry, you threaten abandonment? You know what that does? It just makes me never commit, right? And it makes him never commit either. Nobody wants a woman like that. Why? I mean, that's like a really poor way of handling conflict. I just don't think we can do this anymore. And that is exactly why that woman is on rotation. I'm gonna see you on Tuesdays and Friday because that's when I can get some of your pussy. And but you crazy, so I can't wake up there every day, right? Um, so the girl who told me about, why are we talking about what it takes to be a great wife, and why aren't we talking about what it takes to be a good husband? I saw that the way that men felt about her was the Ace of Wands, that they felt like the only thing that she was good for was sex. I don't know why. I don't know why, but that's what she got, the Ace of Wands. Then there was another girl later on in on the post. I kept them up there too, and she says, why are you talking about ways that women can improve being wives instead of talking about, no, she goes, where are all the resource and guidelines for men to be better husbands? Why do we have to be better wives and be instructed on how to be a good wife And she said, men are the ones that destroy relationships. They are the ones that need to read those kind of books. And I went out 14 years and didn't see a husband in her cards. I was like, okay, two. Now it could change because none of them were majors. Okay. It were all pip cards. But usually you can see when the year you're going to get married. You can see it whenever the Empress and the Emperor come up, or the Queen and King of Pentacles, or the Hierophant. You said 2022, 2000. So I went out 14 years and there was no husband. Maybe she don't want one. There's some people who don't necessarily want a husband. You know, yeah, right. My camera went black. Oh, really, Crystal? Right. Oh, thank you, Scorpio Diva. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate that. What, Anita? Pooja? Oops, Pooh Pippin. Child, what the hell you talking about? But yeah, it's like, okay. Are y'all trying to get outside? Okay, I think them dogs want to go out. Lucky. What were we talking about at the end of the last read, Lucky? Yeah, Shania, I do personal readings. Um, but y'all, let me tell you about this reading I did yesterday. I just felt so sorry for the lady. Do we got any readers in here? Do you know what it's like to read for somebody who you really like? And you want to tell them what they want to hear, you know what I mean? Because you like them. And she was like, Sunshine, I just love you so much. I've been watching you since 2018. And child, remember this, I remember this, I remember that. And she was right on, right? And she was like, it's just so amazing to talk to you. And, she was like, just the sweetest thing, you know what I mean, child? Just the sweetest thing. And she was asking about this man. And the man said, oh, thank you, Lucky. Hold on. Let me get these dogs outside. Hold on. Hey, doggies. All right. Y'all ready to go outside? So I did this reading. Oh, yeah. 80. I did this reading for this lady. Such a nice lady. Just a beautiful person. And she is with the man who has been with this. Well, the man has a woman that lives with him. And he chose his words very carefully. She said, well, what's up with us? And he said, I'm just waiting for her to I'm waiting for her to move. Child, I did a reading on her moving and I saw the Hierophant. That bitch ain't going nowhere. In fact, it looks like this is a wife. Right? Moving. Child, I didn't see the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, I didn't see nothing about no move. So I said, I'm going to tell you the truth, but I feel like, hold on, you guys. I told her, I said, I think he's married. So she did a check and found out he wasn't. I said, okay, well, he may be getting married. Otherwise, he really sees this chick as his wife, right? And if it's not legal and they're getting a Hierophant, he sees her as his wife on a deep level. Like he feels spiritually like this is his wife and he feels it with everything in him. So she says, well, I'm willing to move back from Georgia to Philadelphia for him. And that's fine if you don't mind sharing and you don't mind being on rotation and, you realize that there's a woman there. And so she started crying. And then I told her, I said, you know what? If I were you, I would act like this reading did not happen. I would make an excuse for every point that I made. And I would go back into denial and have the man that I get to talk to sometimes on the phone and have great conversations with. And she started laughing. And I told her that is exactly what I would do. If being in reality is hurting you this much, she's a Pisces. They have a hard time staying in reality, child. So I felt really sorry, for her. But yeah, I think what amazes me, you guys, is like how things can be a certain kind of way, and that's how it is. But sometimes we don't see what it is, and it's like right there. So he got a woman. I mean, I know a woman who is an engineer. Her man has a woman who lives in the house. And she says, I mean, all kind of crazy shit. Well, see, the girl was with the CIA. No, the girl was a domestic violence and she doesn't have anywhere to go. And he can't put her out on the streets. And she just needs some time to get her own place. And it's been 2 years. And she still believes that's his ex and ain't nothing going on. She believes that the girl sleeps on the couch and that they're just friends. Ciao. Ciao. Good morning, Nicholas. How's it going, Ciao? Been a long time. Well, I'm happy that you did. She says, I struggle because I stayed extremely long time and didn't get the ring. Okay. So now I kind of don't trust the process of intimate relationships. She stayed. Okay. Her issue is she stayed for a long time. Well, you know me now, and I'll tell you immediately if a ring is coming. That's my job. I don't know if you guys know my friend who comes here. I won't say her name, but I've been reading for her for 6 years and she met this Taurus. And from day one, the card said sex only. So 6 months later, she wanted another reading. What did they say now? Sex only. A year later, what is it saying? Sex only. He's not leaving his girlfriend. 6 years later, sex only. And he's with the same girl. Right. So, you can get a tarot card reading. It'll let you know. The very first time I went out with Tony, I did a reading because I wanted to know if I'm wasting time. I saw the Hierophant and the Empress. I said, okay, I'll get down with this. But other times I've seen like really bad cards. And so, I didn't go forward. But anyway, Nicholas, what's been going on with you? What's happening in your love life? Right? What's going on in your love life, Nicholas? Yeah, child. It's like, okay, you can, but yeah, yeah. Vera, child, the mess that they believe in, yeah, girl. A lot of women, they don't know they're on rotation, but I knew I was on rotation because you know how I knew? Because a lot of these women, they're thinking, like the lady last night, she was like, "Oh, he don't spend the night with me because he got his own place, child. And he goes to work and he goes to work next to, and he works here and he works there. Yeah, if you was his woman, he would be sitting, he would be laying right there with you. You're one of them. But if you was the woman, he don't give a fuck how long it takes to get to your house. He gonna be waking up there or doing something very aggressively to reduce the distance to be near his woman. Yeah. But yeah, they didn't have any shit. And it's okay if that's okay. And that's what I tell women. Sometimes you're busy and maybe you got kids. That's what the lady said last night. I got kids. If this man comes by twice a week, you know what I'm saying? I was like, cool. Yeah, works for me too. Wait a minute. The baby's mama is stuck in a marriage? Your baby mama wanting me back, but stuck in a marriage. Pretty good because I have options coming. Oh, she's stuck in a marriage. What? Child? Now, what sign is she? Spill the beans, child. What sign is she? The Cancer won't leave his life in girl, but will follow me around the country when I travel. And you know what? That might be cool. That just might be cool. You accept what it is, and this is how much they're willing to give. And if everybody can accept that and be cool with it, then cool. But if you know that you're going to want more, like I know some women who they're tired after 4 years. You come over on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and that's just how it is, right? They get tired of that. They want more. Now, they're not qualified to be the top woman. They're not qualified to be the wife, but they want that top position without working for it, right? They don't want to work out in order to keep their bodies fit and sexy for their men. I know I don't, right? And like they ain't doing shit to prepare for marriage. They ain't reading no books on how to be a good wife, and going to therapy, dealing with their issues, right? Some of these women had their men coming over and they have moo-moos on, right? Don't get the hair done. And it's like, well, I'm supposed to be that top bitch though. Oh, really? I see. I see. I know that's right. Um, So she says that this woman says, and I'm gonna go after this. But if you're just now joining and you're looking for the Cancer reading, you can go to the beginning of the video. I think it's about 45 minutes to an hour. We're just talking shit at the end. These are people who's been subscribed for a while, and we just do this. So, um, okay, that's cool, Scorpio. Uh, who somebody said I may not fit the wife slot because I want monogamy. I mean, you may want monogamy, but you may not always get that. Even after, I mean, women who look like Beyonce got to share. Ask her, right? I mean, I think that that's what Lemonade was all about. You think that JC has stopped fucking women? No, he just got better with it. I'm going to the studio and he's going to whoever's house he's going to. And whoever he's messing with, I hope she has enough sense to shut the fuck up so she can still get her apartment paid or whatever she's doing with, whatever's going on, child. I don't know. But anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting monogamy. I think that if you want monogamy, then there's a certain kind of man that you will have to go for. Usually, the men who are monogamous, they're not like in your face, loud men. They are the more they have a more quiet power, right? And it's just their nature, and I feel like these men who will probably be monogamous, they may be sensitive and a little more emotional than the more in your face kind of dirty dog or dirty, masculine men. I'm not saying they're not masculine, because they can be very masculine, but they're just in touch with their feminine energy. And one of the things that come with feminine energy is wanting to be exclusive, right? So if you feel like you want monogamy, you might not want to go for the most dominant man in the room, because a lot of women like that. Like, the more alpha, the more bitches, for real. Because it's on a visceral level, you know. Honestly, I don't know if you've ever really been in the presence of a true alpha male, but I have had a physiological response to an alpha man just walking in the room, right? I mean, I wouldn't mate with him because of all the women he had, but I could see how many women could easily mate with him without lubrication. Tupac also had that kind of response or impact or effect on women. You guys know that I've gone to many gay clubs, and I'm from the Bay Area, went to the same high school Tupac went to. And when he got a little older, he could go to the lesbian clubs and pull women. That's how much his magnetism is. But you may not want to, if you don't want to share, or if you prefer monogamy, you may not want to go for the most manliest man in the room. Um, you may want, and that's okay. Don't look at it as something that's bad or wrong. It's that this is you. I would prefer to be with a man who also practices monogamy. And so that's probably a man that's not that high achieving, not all the time, but because usually, see, the thing about it is, the more things that a man has going for him, the more women want him, right? So if he's good looking, there's competition. If he has a good job, there's a lot of competition. And if he's an alpha, there's a whole bunch of feminine energy that wants to mate with that, because psychologically they want to produce children that are going to survive. And they think, I know, I remember that in biology, like, it's pheromones, that it's all reptilian part of the brain. So, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just and I don't want you to judge or feel like I'm saying something that, like, oh, well, you got to go get the woman, man. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the probability that you're going to get an alpha male who has a lot of money and has a lot of women who are after him, the probability that he's going to be monogamous is probably going to be extremely rare and extremely challenging, even when he's in love. I mean, Chris Brown had Rihanna, and the reason that they got into that fist fight was because a woman was calling Chris. So with Rihanna, okay, this be Rihanna on my arm, Chris is still doing something on the left, because he's successful and he's good looking, and I wouldn't call him masculine, but so yeah, Then now Rihanna got Rocky. Rocky is more sensitive, you know. Rocky is more he's not like Chris Brown, although I have seen Rocky on TV pull up to a group of white girls and choose one, and they came in a car and they went to the hotel. I've seen that footage because he's a rapper, or something like that. But Yeah, I mean, it's all up to you. What did you say? I may not be the wife, stand alone and strong, but I'm booked a reading with you to find. Okay. All right. So it's about respect as opposed to monogamy. Um, so is it about respect as opposed to, yes, I definitely feel like no woman, I feel like if the man can keep the shit that he's doing to the side, um, not if it doesn't come to the family, if it's not coming home, then do your thing. I personally think that one of the perks of being successful is that you get to have a lot of ass. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And more than likely, he's going to marry someone that feels the same way, you know. But yeah, monogamy is an illusion, Leanne says, but I emasculate a beta male. What do you mean? Attraction is primal. Yes. Yes, alpha men are intoxicating. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they really are. It's just that you got to share them. And, some people can't handle that. They can't handle it. And American women, we're not really taught how to handle it. We don't have any tools. This is how you deal with a sister wife, unless they're a Mormon and they got a Bible that's saying, yeah, this is how God did it. But yeah, Abraham had multiple wives. David had multiple wives. Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. So, he had some issues. He was crazy as fuck, right? But yeah, child. Oh, men who are not alpha say you too much. Well, I don't think you should do your own reading, Ashel. It's probably good to let somebody else do it for you. Huh, Essence? I don't know what you're talking about, Crystal. Did you say you're dealing with the alpha cancer? Really? Because usually alpha men don't want a woman like that, Scorpio. They usually like Pisces women. They like usually alpha men are very masculine and they are extremely attracted to femininity. One of the things that they really like is submissiveness. So, like, if you're not submissive, or if you say stuff like, "Well, yeah, I can submit to the right leader," you're not really submissive. You know how to be, but that's not really who you are, right? Because if something is not right, then you'll rile up like a man, and they don't want that. So they're looking for like Donald Trump's wife. They like that quiet, not all of them though, but they really, from what I see, who their wives are, from what I see, their wives, like, yeah, like the pastor's wife, she's kind of, submissive. They like submissive women. And submissive women are attracted to masculine men, and masculine men are extremely attracted to submissive women. Now, if you are an alpha Scorpio, and you meet with another alpha male, usually it's real good sex, but nothing else. It takes a feminine energy and a masculine energy to make a relationship work. If there's two feminines, it won't work. If there's two masculines, it won't work. It takes two different energies, and it's okay to know who you are and say, okay, I don't quite want an alpha and I don't quite want a beta. Maybe you like a sigma. You know what I mean? A Scorpio, Diva, I believe you. I know my place with alpha men too. And it's so exhausting that I just can't deal with them. It's so, because it's so against who I am. It's like I really have to pretend to be somebody else when I'm with an alpha man. But if you are naturally submissive, and that's what, yeah, you might need a sigma. You might need somebody who is, and don't be like, okay, well, you ain't got an alpha. And because see, the word alpha means like the best or the beginning or the head dog. And so everybody feels like, well, I want to be a head dog, but you might be an alpha female. So if you are, you can't help it. You can't help how you were made. This is who you are, right? And you can only pretend to be somebody else for so long. It's real hard for me to be with an alpha male, though. It takes so much work because with alpha men, you got to watch your tone, and you got to let them lead, and you got to speak in a soft voice, and like they really like feminine women that are submissive. Yeah, I can't play the role too long. Alpha Aries male with alpha I have seen Aries and Cancers get married. I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah, Scorpio, you can only dumb down for so long. It's like, this ain't me. This just ain't me. So I went out with this Alpha Aries. And the thing about Aries is that they like to have sex with a lot of different people. And they particularly like escorts. I don't know if that's true for your Aries, sweetheart. And I don't mean to be offensive because I don't know your Aries, right? And this could be a different generation, child. You look like you're about 12. Oh, where is she at? The girl, Angela. She looked like she about 13. She's so cute. But yeah, Aries is constant war, and they're very selfish, and they have sex with a lot of different people. And if they don't have sex with a lot of different people, they want a lot of sex. I know a Virgo married to an Aries, and if she doesn't like drop the panties that day, he is in a bad mood the whole day. So basically, she has to have sex with her husband if she wants peace in the house. Yeah. I'm a Sigma male, Dave. Delta 35, can you explain to us exactly what Sigma male means? Shania, I'm going to be really honest with you. Okay. We're 2 hours in. Oh, Nicholas said he needs sex 6 days a week. He's a Leo. Oh, Apollonia said that her Aries was real good at cheating and she would have never known it. Now that is the kind of alpha that I could be with. Don't disrespect me with it. I expect my man to have other women and I'm okay with it. Just don't put it in my face. You know what I mean? Don't let that bitch get my phone number and start some shit up in this goddamn house. You need to select more quality side pieces. For real, for real. And the side piece that's getting the only time the side piece is calling you, it will call you is when shit between them starts falling apart and she can't control him. So then she's calling you to hopefully you'll make a move that'll bring him back by kicking him out or something. Right? It's like, no, I already know what you're doing, and this is not gonna work. I'm not putting him out because of you, bitch. Yeah. I'm not he's not going anywhere. Right. No. Are you kidding? Well, what were we saying here? Oh, you said yours was whorish. Your Aries. Did somebody explain what a Sigma male is? Let me see exactly what because I don't know, but I know that I am not interested in alphas. The only thing I would want an alpha male for is some really nasty sex because they're good for that. What is a Sigma male? Okay. A Sigma male is a slang term used in masculinist subcultures for a popular, successful, but highly dependent and self reliant man. Huh? A lone wolf? Well, that sounds like an alpha. I don't understand. What's the difference? Anybody know? I don't get it. Lone wolves. Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, so what did somebody else say? If you're just tuning in and you're looking for the Cancer reading is at the beginning of the broadcast. We're just talking shit at the end of the reading. All right, we're just talking shit. So, what do I think about Gemini men and Cancer women? That's who I wanted to say. Who said that somebody was whorish? Yes, he was wild young, but I'm westernized, so my head count still above his. Oh, Angela, shit. The fuck did you just say? Wow. Jesus. Okay. All right then. What do I think about Gemini men and Cancer women? I think that I love Geminis more than any other sign to have a relationship with, right? But I can't fuck with them because it's very traumatizing to be with what appears to be one person, but is really two different people. The switch up is quite traumatizing, and nobody prepares you. So when you're having dinner tonight and her hair is down and her shirt is buttoned up, and you go out and you go to the bathroom and you come back and she's twisted her hair up and her glasses are off and her shirt is unbuttoned and she's sitting a different kind of way. I mean, it really is a different bitch up at this motherfucking table. And you can it's like, what just and sometimes I mean they'll just switch. You don't know when they could be walking down the hall and they doing a pimp walk, and then all of a sudden they get prissy. I mean, you don't know what the fuck is about to jump. You don't know what is about to go down. So it's like another thing is that Geminis, they like to have sex with a lot of different people. And they could be in love with you, but the twin, you're all right. They want somebody else. So, you got to get somebody that both the twins want. Now, how have I seen a Gemini act right when there was money? This is just my experience. I'm one of billions of people in the world. I've seen a Gemini behave when they were being taken care of. They stick with that person. That's what I've seen. And you would think so more with the earth signs, right? I've seen that. I've seen people who could take care of the Gemini make both the twins shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and come the fuck home. But if you want to win a Gemini's heart, the one thing that you have to do is never let them know uh, that you like them. Yeah, you got to play mind games with them because they're mental and they play a lot of mind games too. But if they like you, they like you. Hopefully, both twins like you. That's rare though, but hopefully. Okay. So I need, what somebody say? She said, I need sex 6 days a week. Yeah. Okay. All right. And he was good at cheating. Okay. I'm too giving for an Aries. Okay. Crystal clear. Right. I don't want to hear about it all. Don't endanger my health or give my money away. Oh, they gonna give the money away, child, especially if they got a side piece. Dang, I missed most of this. That's new. Sunshine is a freak. What are you talking about? Sigmas are more like a calm, calculated version of an alpha Scorpio. Diva, we can do this. We can do this. Anybody else with us? Okay, Sigmas are more like a calm, calculated version of the alpha. We don't have to show the aggressive energy like an alpha, but only when it's called for. We are loners and observers of others. Yeah, yeah, I could get down with that. I could definitely get down. I like the talking shit. You're so funny. Maybe it's an alpha that is in touch with his emotions and feminine side. I messed with a Gemini. He has girls fighting me. What? He has girls fighting you? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you playing and are you serious? This man has girls fighting you? I mean, are you mean physically, or are you just like saying, they say shit on social media? All right. Gems are bipolar. Well, you know, they rule the central nervous system. And the worst thing in the world that you could say to a Gemini is that they're crazy. Like if you want to make a Gemini mad, tell them that they're crazy or bipolar. If you want to make an Aquarius mad, tell them that they're unoriginal. Tell an Aquarius, you are so unoriginal. That hurts more than telling them that they have a little dick. All right. So, Jim, don't tell a Gemini that they're bipolar unless you want them to go off because they're afraid of that. That's the one thing that they are afraid of more than anything, that they're going to lose their minds because they have two minds in their head. Also, they rule the central nervous system. Where's my weed, child? How many hours has it been without some weed? This shit is so good. I really like my Pisces weed, man. I would really encourage you that if you're a drug addict, to definitely get a Pisces to be the pusher man, because they are fucked up with the drugs and alcohol anyway. So if they like it, you gonna like it. If a Pisces says that the weed is good, the weed is good. It's very good. Because see, I had a Virgo that I was getting the weed from, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that earthy shit at all. That was not working at all for me. Shit. Okay, so an alpha that is in touch with his emotions. I mess with the Gemini. Oh, girl, Gems is poor. I said my Aries is a whole, but it's the best lay I can get. Yeah, Aries are very, 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 very good, and that's about it. Okay, Scorpio Diva, what the hell are you laughing at? Sigmas are more balanced with their male. I like that. I think I want to start listening to Sigma dating coaches. Thank you, Delta, for the explanation. I'm a Gemini and have different appetites. Crystal clear, clarity. You a Gemini, child. You know I love you, child. But look, she admitted it. Look, that. You see? I didn't say nothing. I mean, I did say something, but look, she said it herself. Let me get the air conditioner on. She said, I have different appetites. Did y'all hear that? So, see, you can be with a Gemini and thinking that y'all all lovey-dovey. Yeah, that's a sin. How much do I have to run? I gotta go to Decatur, child. So, yeah, see, did you see what that Gemini did? It says, thank you, Delta, for the explanation. I am a Gemini and I have different appetites. They show the fuck do. They show in the fuck do. And a Gemini I was dating was really trying to explain that to me, you know? And every Gemini that I have dated, just two in 20 years, have been very upfront about their polyamory. None of them lied. You see how that Gemini told you up front who she was? You see how this Gemini told you up front who she was? She said, I have different appetites. And she's up front with it. That's how they are. So, excuse me. They will give you the opportunity to roll with it or not. Some signs won't do that. They won't tell you at all that they are seeing other people, right? But yeah, Geminis, they're upfront. Geminis will even tell you the names, the signs of the person and where they met and what they did and the dates that they went on. Yeah, it's like they just have no shame. Yeah, because see, you are one of the twins' friends anyway. The one that's telling you about the date, they don't go with you. You go with the other twin. Oh God. Okay, it's the Gemini that had me years and no ring. Oh, and you right, security financial keeps them. Yeah. Crybaby wants me back now. Oh, child. Crybaby done. Crybaby needs to quit it. Uh oh. Okay. So what do we have up here? What y'all up here talking about? It's the Gemini. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I noticed the two sides. Child. Hell yeah. I'm sleep. You sleep. What's that mean? Yeah, Gemini men have mess. Always. Yeah, Gemini men. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I mean, you see what Kim Kardashian had to go through with Kanye's West crazy ass. I mean, she was trying to keep his craziness under wrap, but he just showed the world how crazy Geminis are. He showed the world his ass. And it's like, damn, are you really seriously truly showing us how crazy you are, Kanye? Do you know how crazy you look right now? Child, girl. You said I made your day. Ah, thank you. Child. Mm-mm. You peace, love, and light to you. Those Geminis are the men with two families in one city, really. And this see, this is what I don't understand. Okay, now when a woman does this, you know, they lose their damn minds. Okay, like this man had this chick in the car. I don't know if you guys saw this video. It was on World Star Hip Hop. So this man had this chick in the car, and the chick was texting some dude talking about sucking his dick, right? And the guy went the fuck off because when she went into the store, he found her phone, and she said to him, "Like you don't be fucking other women." She said, "You ain't at my house all the time. You ain't trying to make me your woman. What are you tripping off of?" Child, he was mad. Do you child, he couldn't be reasoned with. He didn't want to hear none of that. You said you too possessive for a Gemini relationship? Yeah. Crystal Clear says exactly. I keep it 100. If you can rock with it, come on. But we run into trust issues because when we are upfront, people call it something else. I think my Cancer doesn't trust me. You know, Crystal, it is traumatizing being with someone who can easily sleep with you and then easily sleep with someone else and have emotional relationships with these people. I mean, it's traumatizing being with the Gemini. It is. It's very fucking painful. And not all of them are like that. Not all of them, but look at what Kanye West took Kim Kardashian through in the public. Ah, thank you, Lucky. Lucky's been with me since when, Lucky? Child. 2018 or 17, I'm not sure. Oh, you can be loyal. Yes, Sharon, I am, child. You must be new here. Yeah, she's a Libra. No, yeah, she's moved on a long time ago. You can tell how Kim moves that she's moved on from Kanye a long time ago. She had been out of this relationship mentally for a long time. A long time. I think she has a Pisces moon, though. She has strong Pisces placements. I don't think I saw Cancer, but I think I think she and Kanye have a Pisces moon. You can check that out if you want to, if you guys feel like doing that. Look, I am all out of weed. "2016? What? I think I started in 2017, mommy." Ah, thank you, Keita Green. What made you say that? um, Yeah, Prince was a Pisces moon. That's why he married a Scorpio woman. A lot of times men will marry the sign that is compatible to their moon sign. That's why you'll see a Aries and a Cancer. What the fuck are y'all doing together? Right? I saw Aries and a Virgo. I was like, what? But child, she had Leo Venus, Leo Mars, Leo Moon. So, you know. Oh, you are welcome. Thank you, darling. Oh, I know that's right, child. That's a compliment, Keita. I'm a Cancer sun, Gemini rising, Pisces moon. Oh, Lord. So I feel like understand Geminis well, but sometimes you just never know. Well, I, I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know. Every Gemini that I met have been upfront about being polyamorous. And I was shocked when they went through with it. They like to play a lot of games too. Unless they really like you, I guess. I guess everybody is different when they really like you. You know what I mean? So, well, y'all, it's about that time, child. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, everybody is different when they really like you. You don't have to play all those games. Like you look at these dating coaches and they tell you, "Oh, do this. Oh, don't call the girl back at, do this, it's like if she really likes you, she really likes you. You are so welcome. But if you really like a girl and she is unavailable at inexplicable times of the day for no real reason, it's probably somebody else. Um, all right, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I love you so much. Get the extended reading, and I may come back and do Libra, okay, or not. I don't know. I may. I don't know. All right. God bless. Take care. Bye, Lucky.